Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 202 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, September 10th, 2014. Last week was a crazy week. First week of Death of Wolverine, first week of the DC 3D covers. It was a crazy week here in the store. Lots of people buying those, all those covers. People just had to have them, man.
It was crazy, and this week's even crazier.
Yeah, because you got the second week of 3D covers, second issue of Death of Wolverine, and
Spider-Verse.
Edge of the Spider-Verse issue number 1's coming out.
Man.
We'll get to all of that, but
Also, the release of Teen Dog.
Teen Dog, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. That one actually looks really cool. I understand, Ricky, that there's something very special going on in your life this week.
Yeah, I'm pregnant, you guys. Look at this. No. Me and David, we just launched our Kickstarter.
David Bishop.
This morning for Deep Sea, which, if you remember, hey, thank you. If you remember, that came out back in October 2012, and we've been working on a new one. It's a 100-page graphic novel.
Nuts.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
It's over on Kickstarter right this second. So go check it out.
You wrote a whole graphic novel.
It's crazy, I know. It's nuts. This is the first time I've ever done something like that.
So the Kickstarter campaign starts today, Ricky, and runs for 30 days.
30 days, so you're going to be hearing a lot about it.
You've set a very modest target. You didn't go out there and ask for like 50 grand.
No. Yeah. We don't need all that fancy money.
You're not making any potato salad or anything as part of your campaign.
I wish.
Yeah, you've set a very modest target of $5,000, and I'm guessing that's just to cover the cost of printing. And
yeah. Because, like, the book's in 3 colors,
right.
And that's technically full color,
right.
And that stuff's crazy expensive. It was like, holy crap. So
a little insight into the mind of a self-publisher.
I have no idea how Marvel and DC does it and sells it for certain.
Well, they deal in volume, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So check out the Kickstarter campaign. We'll throw a link up here and also down in the description below. Please feel free to contribute to that. It should be awesome. Hope it gets funded. Enough of the promotion for you. Let's go ahead and open some boxes so I can, do my little promotion here for the store. Have you guys checked out comicboxer.com yet? It is awesome. We're having a lot of fun with it. We just sent out all of August's mystery boxes last week. I can't wait for people to receive the shipments and have a look inside and see what they got. I think you'll all be really excited. We'll reveal details in about a week or so as to what was in that mystery box. And we're getting September's mystery box ready right now. We know what's going in there. We're just waiting for some of the issues to come in, and we'll send that out at the end of September, beginning of October as well. Should be a lot of fun. Comicboxer.com, monthly mystery comic boxes. It's like Comic-Con arriving on your doorstep each and every month. Please do check it out. For people that are already registered with Comic Boxer, and also for new customers that sign up this month, we will be giving away, at random, some rare Death of Wolverine #1 variants in some of the boxes. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I think we have 2 or 3 that we're going to randomly insert into people's boxes for this shipment. So if you want to have a chance at getting one of these rare Death of Wolverine variants, definitely sign up to Comic Boxer. Starts as low as $16.99 a month, so please check it out at comicboxer.com. And guys, just bear with me for one more second. I've got a major announcement to make. We are so pleased to be participating with the Archie Comics people in a Stadium Comics exclusive variant for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, issue #1. This is by the team that brought you Afterlife with Archie, so it's in that same kind of horror vein as Afterlife with Archie is, but it's featuring Sabrina, who you may remember as the Teenage Witch, starring Melissa Joan Hart in that TV show, but this is definitely not the Sabrina you grew up with, and Afterlife with Archie fans will attest to that. This variant cover is by Francesco Francavilla, one of my favorite artists. I'm so happy to be able to have something drawn by him with our logo on it. So check that out at store.stadiumcomics.com, along with all the other pre-order packs that we have available right now for like Lego variants and Batgirl 35 variants and all that kind of stuff. So Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of, issue #1. Starting in October of this year. First up today, we've got an awesome Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt for everybody. Alright, we've got the Batmobile from All-Star Batman and Robin, issue #1. Then we also have the Bat Cycle from Legends of the Dark Knight. We've got a Marvel Chess Collection 2-pack with the Hulk and She-Hulk. And then we also have Electro. And from DC Comics, Booster Gold. Here's a Batman black and white statue based on the designs of Jay Lee. Got a new DC Collectibles Supergirl action figure. And then we've got the first of DC's new Infinite Crisis line of figures. This is Atomic Green Lantern, and also Pajama Party Harley Quinn. I think this one will be really popular. Alright, moving on to the collected editions, we have Zero, Volume 2 from Image Comics. Adventure Time Volume 5, one of my favorite stories of all time, gets a new softcover printing. It's Y the Last Man. This is book 1. It basically contains the first 10 issues of Y the Last Man. This was previously available as a hardcover or through 2 softcover books, Volume 1 and Volume 2. If you haven't had a chance to read Y the Last Man, it is amazing. It's by Brian K. Vaughan, who you may know now from Saga. And look, even Stephen King says up here, the best graphic novel I've ever read. So I think that was before his Dark Tower books came out in graphic novel though. But still, that's saying something, right? All New X-Men Volume 5 in hardcover. Sonic, Mega Man, Worlds Collide Volume 1. Justice League Volume 4 now in softcover, which means we have Justice League Volume 5 now available in hardcover. This is the tie-in books to Forever Evil. And also we have Justice League of America Volume 2 in hardcover. Okay, we've got Outcast, issue number 1. This is a 4th printing for Outcast. Unprecedented when you think of how many of these were actually printed, first of all, from Image. I know a lot of other retailers were thinking when this book came out that there's no way that they'll ever have to do a 4th printing on a book like this because, you know, they just assumed the market was going to be flooded with copies of Outcast, being that it's Robert Kirkman. But exactly the opposite has proven to be true. I think you have a lot of people who are fans of The Walking Dead, or don't really necessarily read a lot of Image Comics titles, jumped on board this one to see what it was all about and ended up really liking what they read. And now we have a 4th printing because supply could not meet the demand. Transformers Primacy issue number 2. Here is the Primacy variant. Dawn Vampirella issue number 1. East of West issue 15. Morning Glories issue number 40. Lazarus issue number 11. Ninja Turtles Animated issue 15. Powers Bureau number 11, United States of Murder Inc. number 5. Doctor Who 11th Doctor issue number 2 has these 2 regular covers, as well as this variant cover. Armor Hunters Harbinger issue number 3, Ghosted issue number 13. Coffin Hill number 11, My Little Pony Friends Forever issue number 9. Rot and Ruin issue number 1 from IDW. MPH issue 3 from Mark Millar and Image Comics. A 3rd printing of Spread issue number 1, a 2nd printing of Spread number 2, and new on shelves today, Spread issue number 3. Invincible number 114. This is a new book I'm excited about from Boom. It's Wild's End issue number 1. Anthropomorphic animals, extraterrestrials, turn of the century English countryside setting. I think all of these things lead to an interesting read. Also, something that they've done in the back, in lieu of a letters column, is like this turn-of-the-century newspaper type dealy thing. Looks really cool. I can't wait to dig into this. Here is the Wild's End variant by Mouseguard's David Peterson. Prophet Strike File issue number 1. The Bunker issue number 6. From Boombox, it's Teen Dog issue number 1 of 8. This book looks amazing. It's basically a cross between one of my favorite movies of all time, Teen Wolf, and you know, maybe thrown in with a little bit of Poochie from The Simpsons. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. So if it's anywhere remotely close to any of those 2 things, it's going to be an awesome read. Here is the Teen Dog variant. Another new title from Image Comics today is Copperhead issue number 1. We've also got the return of Stumptown from Greg Rucka. This is issue number 1 from Oni Press. Velvet issue number 7. Lola XOXO issue number 4. Here's the Lola variant cover. And then we have Walking Dead issue number 131. And an awesome deal today, the Whedon 3-Way. 3 first issues, Serenity, Buffy, Angel, and Faith, all just $1. Okay, moving on to DC Comics. First, the non-3D titles this week. There's not too many of them. Injustice, Gods Among Us Year 2, issue 11. Superman Director's Cut. This is issue number 1. The Director's Cut edition by Jeff Johns and John Romita Jr. Black and white pencils from John Romita Jr. on the inside. Script pages from Jeff Johns as well. Aspiring comic creators, this is a great book to pick up if you want to see how the whole process works. Superman Unchained, issue number 8, the second last issue of this series by Scott Snyder and Jim Lee. Here is the variant by Ivan Rice and the Dustin Nguyen variant. Legends of the Dark Knight, issue number 4. Here's Batman Eternal number 23 and Future's End number 19. Alright, on to the 3D covers. Here's Justice League United, Future's End, issue number 1. It should be mentioned again that all of these 3D covers also have standard 2D editions that are $1 cheaper. Here's Infinity Man and the Forever People, Birds of Prey, World's Finest, Huntress and Power Girl, Superboy, Batgirl, Constantine, Green Lantern Corps. That's one of the better ones this week, I think. Suicide Squad. Whoa, look. Harley Quinn's President of the United States. Oh, now she's in jail. And Batman. Moving on to Marvel. You know, DC's having a lot of fun with the 3D, but, you know, Marvel's not going to let them have all the fun. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. But first, let's get started with some free stuff that Marvel's doing. They're giving away this free Marvel 75th Anniversary magazine at selected comic stores all across the world. And what we're going to be doing here at the store is with any purchase of a Marvel comic in store on Wednesday, you can grab one of these for free. It's a really cool book. It's filled with lots of great content. They take a look at their top 75 storylines of all time, along with a lot of other things. So these are pretty limited supply, so they will be first come, first serve. One free with a Marvel comic purchase. They've also put out these special keepsake editions of that same magazine for those who are more refined collectors, I guess. These are embossed, meaning you can touch it and feel all the raised print. Alex Ross covers for classic Marvel stories. So we have this one here, and we have this one with the Fantastic Four. These are $9.99 each. It's the same version as the free magazine with the Alex Ross embossed cover art. Alright, we got a second printing of Guardians of the Galaxy number 17, X-Force number 9, Captain Marvel issue 7, Nightcrawler number 6, New Warriors number 9, Fantastic Four number 10, Magneto issue number 9, which is a March to Axis book. Inhuman issue number 5, Miss Marvel number 8, Hawkeye issue 20, Avengers 34.1, George A. Romero's Empire of the Dead Act 2 issue number 1, Deadpool number 34 is a original Sin tie-in. Gotta love the classic Deadpool title at the top there. So remember what I was saying before about DC not being the only company that can have all the fun with 3D covers? Just give me 1 second. Check it out. A 3D version of Deadpool issue 34. You see that? He's dancing across the page. Very cool, Marvel. There's only about one of these sent to each and every comic book store, so they are going to be extremely, extremely rare. And you can bet that they'll cost a pretty penny, too. Edge of Spider-Verse. This is issue number 1, kicking off the whole Spider-Verse, I guess, event or series of books. This particular issue focuses on Spider-Man Noir, which is really cool. It's nice to see Spider-Man Noir back. Issue number 2 is the one I'm looking forward to most, and that's with Gwen Stacy, Spider-Woman. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Here's the Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 1, variant by Greg Land. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 6. And then finally today we've got Death of Wolverine issue number 2, holofoil etch cover again. Very shiny, very glossy. Early reviews on Death of Wolverine issue 1. A lot of people seem to like it. A lot of people picked it up last week in the shop. and I'm sure we'll see a bunch of people back for this issue. Something you need to note about issues 3 and 4 is that originally Marvel had planned this for a 4-week event taking place in the whole month of September. So issue 3 and 4 would be out next week and the week after. Unfortunately, Marvel has informed us that there are delays with issues 3 and 4. So right now we're looking at issue 3 and 4 coming out the 1st and 2nd week of October. So issue 2 will be your last Death of Wolverine book for the month of September, I guess, until the first couple weeks of October. Here is the Death of Wolverine issue number 2 Canada variant. These were insanely successful in our store last week, and I kind of underestimated how successful they would be, because it's basically the same as the original cover, just with a wallpaper of Canadian flags done in the background, almost as an afterthought. But the customers here at our store just really ate it up. They love the whole patriotic aspect of it. You know, as Canadians, we're all very proud to have Wolverine represent us in Marvel Comics. So it was a quick seller. We sold out, I think, by Thursday or Friday of the Canadian covers. And then here is the Lionel U variant for Death of Wolverine issue number 2.
Okay, so prize time. Here we go. Last week we asked you guys how is Wolverine going to die in the Death of Wolverine. Danny said 2 things are going to happen in the Death of Wolverine. 1, Galactus is crushing Wolverine with his foot. Then with his death, it would lead to a reboot of the Marvel Universe. So perhaps it's like, I don't know, like the whole universe implodes when Galactus steps on him. Hey, that could work. Maybe when Adamantium meets Galactus, things happen. Luke Hatherall said, it turns out Wolverine died of suicide. He was kidnapped and forced to twerk while watching Honey Boo Boo while listening to Miley Cyrus. Whoever the cruel man that kidnapped him and forced him to this terrible end should be found and punished for his inhuman crimes. How do you force someone to twerk? Do you like put them on a machine and they're like, I can't stop, till they die? But that's terrible fate. Josh Sheets says, turns out Wolverine started the Ebola outbreak. He just died from Ebola. That is some scary stuff. Is Ebola stuff, it's getting crazy. What's going on here? I don't even know if Wolverine can die of Ebola, I'm nervous. Sawyer Griffin said, I think that death will give him some sort of cosmic STD. He will die from a nosebleed caused by the STD in his sleep if he wasn't such a man whore. There was actually surprisingly a lot of STD references in the comments this week. What is up with that? Why does Wolverine have to die of an STD? I don't understand that. You guys are silly, and I love you for it. But the winner goes to Geek Nerd Dork, who kept it nice, short, and simple. Trips on a bar of soap. Yes, that's the winner for this week. Trips on a bar of soap. Imagine how anticlimactic that'd be. He's like, just finished killing like thousands of people. He survived everything. Everything's gonna be okay. And he just slips on some soap and dies. That'd be amazing. Hits his head on the sink and dies. Congratulations, Mr. Geek Nerd Dork. You win a copy of The Death of Wolverine. Head on over to stadiumcomics.com/prizes to find out how to get us your information. So this week what we're giving out is a Batman 3D cover. Whoa! So what we want in the comments is you predicting what the next big trend in variant covers is going to be. My prediction is it's going to be scratch and sniff little sections on the card, on the comics. You remember last year they released these Avenger colognes. This, where you just scratch it and like, smells like the Hulk. Fantastic. Marvel, free idea. You're welcome. Take it. So let us know in the comments what you think the next trend in variant comics will be, and the winner could win a copy of Batman 3D cover.
Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you once again for watching. New episode of Previews Reviews coming this week. Make sure you check that out. That looks at comic books coming in the store starting in November 2014. Check out Ricky's Deep Sea Kickstarter. Again, link can be found below in the description. Check out our friend and co-worker Louie's Recap podcast to get you caught up on everything going on in the world of comic books. You can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on your screen, and we'll see you all next time for episode 203 of Unboxing Wednesdays. Take care everybody. Enjoy your comics this week.